Oh my God, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are going to have such an amazing, amazing experience at the beginning of this week. Something amazing is about to happen to you, and you are gonna feel so good. You are gonna feel so revived at that moment in time. Please trust me, because whatever happens to you is also at the same time going to open your eyes, okay? And you're instantly going to be reminded of this idea that you've actually had. Having said that, it's not only going to be about that particular idea that you are going to remember. What else is going to be on your mind, you know, and you're going to feel so blown away how adamant you are going to be when it comes to you making such a quick decision based on that experience, based on this situation, which is going to open your eyes. Okay, so this quick decision that you are going to make like literally instantly, it's about you like a really kind of knowing, you know, which plan do you need to abandon, which plan is not going to work for you no more. You will know which plan has come to an end and which plan to walk away from. And this is so important to mention because it's to do with something that has been like kind of making you feel more unhappy than happy, especially lately, and something that has been causing all sorts of difficulties in your life, but especially in particular when it comes to the last 2 months. I mean, other things in your life have actually suffered because of this. Do you know what I mean? So now, as I said, first of all, you're going to have this incredible experience. Your eyes are most certainly going to open. And as I said, like, you are going to remember this brilliant idea. You're going to remember this brilliant idea that you've already had. And when I mentioned, you know, when I say this like brilliant idea, this is to do with some kind of a project that you are going to start. It's to do with some kind of a new project. There is so much more to this new project, my gorgeous Aquamarini, than you can possibly imagine. So it's not only about you realizing which plan, you know, do you need to cancel, which plan will no longer work for you, which plan do you need to walk away from, but it's all about, oh my God, this amazing idea that this situation is going to remind you, because when it comes to this new idea, when it comes to this new project, for example, this is a lot to do with you realizing so much how much you actually want to start this new project. Okay, so this is when you're going to realize this at the beginning of this week, because of this experience that's going to open your eyes. So it's not only about a certain plan, which plan, you know, you need to bring to an end, but it's all about this big mama right now, this new brilliant idea about this new project that you're going to start. Of course, that this is slowly but surely going to start changing your plans when it comes to your future. And there is a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you, there is a lot of exploring that you're gonna need to do. And the next months, it's gonna be so interesting, it's gonna be so colorful for you, it's gonna be so exciting for you. Do you know how you're gonna feel within the next months? You're gonna feel like, oh my God, what have I been missing out on in this life? I've been missing out on this. You are about to discover the whole new world. You are about to discover the whole new world, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Okay, and this is gonna make you feel so good. And this is why I'm saying, oh my God, the next month it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so interesting. So this is the time when you really need to trust yourself. Okay, when it comes to this idea, when it comes to this new project, okay? This is the time when you need to trust yourself. This is very important to mention, because someone very close to you it's gonna try to kind of put you off from this. Somebody very close to you is gonna try to put you off from this. So this is the time. This is the time when you really need to trust yourself, because this is going to turn your life around. This project is going to turn your life around. This idea that you're going to be reminded of, this new project that you're going to be reminded of, is about to turn your life around. This is the beginning of a really beautiful transformation, and this is why this is the beginning of a really beautiful transformation. This is the beginning of such a beautiful improvement. This is instantly about to improve your life, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and this is instantly going to make you feel so happy, so optimistic, so excited, so creative. You are doing something really wise and something really smart and something really clever by taking this idea, by taking this new project very, very seriously. You really are going to protect yourself, protect your energy, and at the same time, by taking this new project very seriously, you are also going to set the boundaries in your life. Okay, you're also going to set the boundaries, and that's why I'm saying that you are at the same time going to protect yourself as well on so many different levels. And you are also going to feel so pleased, because over the next couple of days, that's all what you're going to be doing. You're just going to be thinking about this project, and the more you think about this project, the more excited you're going to feel. The more you think about this project, the more excited you're going to be. The more you think about this project, the more you're going to realize that you have got everything you need at this stage of your life to take this on. So don't allow anybody or anything to put you off from this, my gorgeous Aquamarini, whatsoever. Okay? And another thing I was going to say to you, that someone is going to need your help at around the beginning of this week, and this particular person that is going to need your help is just somebody that you had like, oh God, I've been seeing this person every now and then. Somebody who's like, I suppose, your family member, but somebody whom you had like lots of arguments and lots of difficulties lately, and especially over the last year, I would say quite a lot. This person is going to come forward, and this person is going to ask you literally if you can like help them out with something. And no, this is not a trick, my gorgeous Aquamarini, this is not a trick. And this person is not trying to do anything bad to you. This person is not trying to do anything negative to you. But please do try to help this person. It's about something that you two needed to do, kind of together, like a while back, something that you needed to do together like a while back, and in the meantime you had lots of like negative experiences with this person, and you kind of changed your mind, and now you were able to walk away from this, whatever this was, but that person wasn't able just simply to walk away from this. Okay, do you know what I mean? I know this sounds confusing, so that's why this person is going to get in touch with you, and this person is going to ask you for your help. And the first of all, you're going to be, and literally this is what this person is going to ask you, but you're going to be like, oh my God, like a little bit paranoid, after everything you've been through, like, oh my God, and different things that different people have been causing to you, lots of problems, lots of issues, lots of difficulties. I don't even blame you, my gorgeous Aquamarini, to think in this particular way, but you need to break this, you need to like kind of break this bubble. Okay, you need to break this spell. You need to bring this to an end. You're so powerful. And I know it sounds really weird. You need to break this spell. You need to bring this to an end. You're extremely powerful spiritual being. Okay, and you just need to break this pattern. Okay, you need to destroy this pattern of this negativity, keep on going in circle and circle and circle. It doesn't matter who started certain problems, it doesn't matter who started certain arguments, but you need to rise above it. Okay, you need to rise above it, and that's exactly what you're gonna do. And the only way to break this pattern, you know, is just going to be by helping out this person, understanding what this person is saying, you know, and not taking things in the wrong way, like, oh, they're trying to get me with this, they're trying to get me with that. No, just go forward, you know, with an open heart. And the more open heart you have, the more it's going to get back to you. Not only you're going to do the right thing by helping this person. This is nothing malicious, nothing horrible. You know, nothing, you know, at the back of that person's mind that that person is trying to do, like, kind of against you, to revenge to you, some kind of revenge or something. No, baby, no. Stay away from this. That time is over. That time is in your past right now. At this stage of your life, you're moving on. You're moving forward. So you are at the same time going to break this pattern. And if you don't break this pattern of negativity, this is going to kind of affect you in a not a good way. This is going to keep on affecting you in a negative way. You can ignore this situation and you can ignore these things in your life, but they're always, and you can do this really successfully, but they're always going to be affecting you in a certain way, because they are always with you at the back of your subconscious mind. But especially when it comes to the certain people that are meant to be in your life, like your family members, for example, and these are the people that I'm talking about, like a certain family members or all the family members are meant to be in your life. And what you need to do, they are meant to be on our spiritual journey, whether we like it or not. Okay, they are meant to be on our spiritual journey, whether we like it or not. Okay, but what we can have a control of is the way we are going to handle things in life when it comes to the certain people. So the huge amount of negative energy doesn't affect us in any way, shape or form, because right now you are affected, and you have been affected for a while, whether you like to admit this or not. There is a reason why certain people are in our lives, like our family members, and that's why you need to break this pattern, and you need to set yourself free. You need to liberate yourself by doing this. On one hand, you're gonna reconnect with, like, this particular person, and then on another hand, and that moment of reconnection, it's gonna be more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Because there is so much which is going to be released, because you are the one who is going to do this. You are the one who is going to break this pattern. You have no idea what a blessing you are going to have after that moment in time. This blessing, it's going to happen in terms of spirituality. This blessing, it's even going to happen in terms of healing. This blessing, it's going to happen in terms of you having some kind of big financial surprise as well, believe me or not. Yeah. So there are three major things that are instantly gonna come to you. So that's why you need to break this pattern. You need to break this pattern. Okay, and it happens with those people who are meant to be in our lives, who are meant to be on our spiritual journey, like our family members. We can't choose our family members, but we can respond to the certain things, you know, in the correct way, in a positive way. And that way, you are just not going to keep yourself in the prison. And please don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely not having a go at you, my gorgeous Aquamarini whatsoever, but I'm just trying to open your eyes. You are always one step ahead because you're so smart, you're so intelligent, and you're ridiculously spiritual. And when people are spiritual like you understand certain aspects of your life from a completely different angle. Okay, and that is always going to make you a winner. Okay, but sometimes, you know, we just need to amend certain bridges because we are better than that. You know, we transcend that moment in time. We elevate. So this is what I need you to understand, my gorgeous Aquamarini. It is very, very important to, you know, help that person out when she asks you for this help. And I know I mentioned this so many times. So, you know, they're gonna ask you for help, she's gonna ask you for help, somebody's always asking you for help, you know what I mean? I know I said it, I know it sounds like, oh God, you know, but you need to break this pattern by helping this person. And after that moment in time, there are lots of things that are like kind of gonna start working in your favor. And I can see you reconnecting with this person, and I can see you that both of you are gonna realize that both of you took so much that was going on and that was happening from a completely different level. You know, you were both like kind of taking things in the wrong way. And then you're gonna realize, you know, at the same time, slowly but surely, that this person was right about some kind of a person in your life. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna realize that this person was right about somebody who is in your life, but for that it's gonna take like additional few months, I'm afraid, to realize. But I suppose we're just gonna do one step at a time. But now be prepared for this, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and be prepared to respond to this, you know, in the correct manner. And you know, things are gonna start to float into your life that normally wouldn't, and this is why this is gonna be so important indeed. Okay. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's like, oh la la, baby. Do you know what? There is some kind of a journey that you're gonna need to make. Maybe you're gonna get some kind of phone call, maybe you're gonna get some kind of a message, maybe it's gonna be some kind of information, you know, but there is a certain journey that you are going to need. There's somewhere you're gonna need to go to where you don't normally go to. Maybe it's just gonna be like a really big trip somewhere. Maybe it's going to be just a short trip somewhere. Maybe you're just going to go to the certain place in the city or a town that you live in where you've never been before. You know, but there is this energy of something new, something different, something where you're going to step into for the first time, you know. But it could be in the same place where you really are, for example. But however, there is some kind of information that you're going to have, and based on that information, you will know that you will need to go somewhere for the first time where you've never been before. And you will be talking to this other person. And now you're going to realize, oh God, you know, it's one of those weeks. You're going to realize that this person that you're going to be talking to, connected to that particular situation where you were rushed to go to, that someone has someone is like, ooh, someone is not being honest with you. Here you're going to realize that something is not right with that person that you're going to be speaking to, that someone is not being honest with you. And this is going to be so obvious. And you know what? You are ridiculously intuitive. I told you this millions of times. You can feel people with that. You have this magic power, or this ability to feel people, what they think, what they're doing, what they're talking about. And you feel this in a way that you can't really explain. You know, you can't really explain, but you know it. And the more you nurture that aspect of yourself, the more powerful it will become. You need to give a credit to yourself where the credit is due, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and then you grow even more. But what I was going to say to you, that the moment in time you realize that this person is not being like kind of honest, that something else is going on, that that person is like having some kind of a hidden agenda, don't make an impulsive mistake. Don't slap this person straight. No, I'm joking. Don't slap this person. No, I'm joking. I didn't mean to say that. Don't make an impulsive mistake, my gorgeous Aquamarini, by slapping this person. Joke, 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 joke. I'm not for violence whatsoever. Like, oh my God. I'm just joking, you know I'm joking. Yeah, so don't make an impulsive mistake by coming out to this person where you realize. Okay, don't make an impulsive mistake by saying, oh my God, I know you're not being honest, blah blah blah. No. Just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You know, keep it to yourself. If you make this impulsive mistake and you say straight away what you feel about this person, what you understand about this person, what you know about this person, you would make an impulsive mistake, and that would make your life unnecessarily difficult. You would worry unnecessarily. Okay, you know why? Because it would just go somewhere where you wouldn't want this situation to go to. Completely unnecessary at this stage of your life. You know, you just need to kind of like really keep going. You need to keep going, And because you are not going to make an impulsive mistake and saying to this you will not say to this person what's on your mind within the next few days, you will realize what do you need to keep on being persistent about, which plan to stick to. You will realize what exactly do you need to keep on being persistent about when it comes to this situation, and which plan to stick to. That's what you're gonna realize. And you're also going to realize what has been making you unhappy, and what has been making you lonely, and what has been making you too frequently kind of restrained. You know, something that you have been struggling with, you know, to admit to yourself. And this is really kind of gonna be so beneficial for you, just for you not making this impulsive mistake and saying what's on your mind to this person. You see what's gonna come out of it within the next few days. Do you know what I mean? This is really a lot to do with your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, you know, and it is going to start a beautiful process of healing, because you are going to be able to realize and understand here, you know, what has been making you unhappy and lonely, and what has been, you know, restricting you to do what you want to do. So here you're going to realize something really wise, and you will most certainly and most importantly know what to do. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You are going to have another sign, baby. You're so in tune with your life, with your spirituality, with nature, with animals, you know, because you are going to see this big animal at around the end of this week. You will have this, you will see this big animal at around the end of this week, and something big, you know. That's all I can say. You're gonna see this big animal at around the end of this week, and you will know at that moment in time, you need to know that, you know, you will be fine when it comes to something that you are thinking about, when it's something that you are worrying about. This is your answer, that you will be absolutely fine. There are two things I need you to understand when you see this big animal. You will know what am I referring to when I say this. Because there is something at the same time that you're going to be persistently worrying about. And this is going to be a sign to snap out of it. To snap out of it, you know. You will be fine when it comes to this problem. If you carry on worrying about this problem, you're going to bring this to you, you know. You're going to manifest this, so just ignore it. And the second thing that it means when you see this big animal, it means that now it's time to bring your ideas to life also. That's what you need to remember. And also at around the end of this week, you're going to have an important news. When you have this important news, oh my God, you're going to be really, really happy. This is something really personal, so important, so personal. You know, and you will know when you have the beginning of this when you have this important news, you will also know that this is marking the beginning of a really beautiful change in your life. On one hand, you will have so much to be excited about, but then on another hand, you're also gonna be able to kind of like a focus on your home, on your immediate environment, and on your own, like kind of in general quality of your own life. And because this is honestly, this is the beginning of a really beautiful change. This is going to be the beginning of your own rebirth. This information, this important news is going to mean to you so much. You're going to be so happy. You're going to feel this peace. Finally. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. No, honestly, finally, you are going to feel this peace in your life, my gorgeous aquamarine. And I know it sounds corny, but this is the beginning of your own rebirth. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. It is the beginning of your own rebirth, and now you're also going to remember somebody in your life who is very successful, somebody who is very independent, somebody who's very determined, somebody who's really wise. You know, you're going to remember that person, somebody very successful, somebody who made a major progress in their life, somebody who's very different, somebody who's very unique, somebody who's very spiritual, at the same time really professional. You're gonna remember that person. That person is gonna be on your mind, and you're gonna become really active because you're gonna realize, my gorgeous aquamarini, you're gonna have a really kind of interesting realization while you're thinking about this person, how to overcome some kind of an obstacle here, some kind of a major obstacle, you know, that was causing a lack of strength in your life, and that was like kind of distracting you and confusing you. Through this person, you're gonna realize that you really need to stop doing something. You know, you need to, and you're gonna have this moment, this intuitive realization that you need to make certain changes in your life. You know, you are really going to start taking very, very seriously your health, for example. You know, you're going to start to think about, you're going to start to pay attention to your nutrition, like even more. You're going to start to pay attention to vitamins and minerals. There is a lot that you will want to eliminate in your life when it comes to your health, for example, you know, and you're also most importantly going to realize that now you need to make this decision to stop doing things that you shouldn't be doing. You know, there are certain things that are going to be on your mind that you will know that are making you feel not good, that are making you feel a little bit unwell. You know, and it really depends what this is, but this is a brilliant realization because it's going to make your life so much more, you know, so much healthier. You will heal yourself instantly. It's time for you to come to terms with this, that there are certain things that you're doing to yourself that you shouldn't be doing, and it really depends what this is. It's based on this realization you're going to have while you're thinking about this wonderful spiritual person. At the same time, you're going to realize that there are certain things in your life you need to stop doing because they're making you feel unwell. And if you carry on, do you know what I mean? If you carry on doing what you're going to realize that you shouldn't be doing, you're going to get to this stage, to this point where there is not going to be way back. So maybe it's to do with certain addictions. But just remember, don't ever go at me, because just remember, when it comes to addictions, you know, there are all sorts of addictions. Do you know what I mean? There are all sorts of addictions. So you really need to kind of pay attention to this side of things, because now this stage is the beginning of a really beautiful change in your life, and that's why you feel called in to sort out certain aspects of yourself that are bringing your energy levels down. You know, so that's why this is going to be so important. So now, my gorgeous aquamarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous aqua. Well, there you go. Something bad is coming to an end. Can't get worse than this, can it? No, honestly, something bad is about it to come to an end. Something bad is coming to an end. And this is so beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Because now finally, a whole new phase of your life can begin. Okay, and this is why this is going to be so important. Oh my God, my gorgeous aquamarini, you have been waiting for this for a very long time. I'm so glad this is happening right now. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.